Maranatha, my PPC family and friends. Pastor Brian here with another quick bite, living the word. Today, our word is going to come from 2 Corinthians chapter 10, a verse we're very familiar with, but I'll just kind of tell you why it's on my heart today. Paul, you'll remember this story, guys. You'll remember this situation. Paul had requested of the Lord 3 different times that he would remove the infirmity in his flesh and that it would be taken from him. And the Lord responded to Paul and said, he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee. And he said, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. That's verse 9 of 2 Corinthians 10. My strength is made perfect in weakness. And then Paul says, most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Therefore, I take pleasure in infirmities and reproaches and necessities, persecutions and distresses, and for Christ's sake, for when I am weak, then I am strong. Now, I love this passage. One of the things I love about this passage in particular is we oftentimes apply that to, things like when we're struggling with temptations or trials or whatever the case may be. But sometimes it's just a matter of just how life goes. Sometimes there's just days that you feel like I'm not right. I'm not 100%. We rest in God. We rest in the Lord. He's our strength. He is the one who can get the victory for us, and He's the one who can keep us putting one foot in front of the other and keep going here. And even though we may not feel like up to ourselves, or the case may be, He's able to continue to help us, even if it's help us through others coming alongside, helping carry the load for us, the burdens for us that we're carrying, whatever the case may be. The Lord uses His people, thereby Himself, because remember He said, what you've done to the least of these, my brethren, you've done unto me. So thereby by helping you or helping others, sometimes you're doing that, you're being that strength in their weakness. And so I think it's important for us to remember that as we think about this, guys, is that sometimes we are called to be the strength and sometimes we need the strength. And sometimes that strength comes from the Lord Himself, just an encouragement and the rejuvenation of the heart and the mind and things of this nature. But oftentimes it comes from the Lord in the form of each other. We come alongside and are the strength to help somebody else. So if this encourages you today, as always, remember that I love you, we love you, God loves you, and God's got this.